This is another one of my absolute favorites because it solves a real-world problem. This is a first-grade classroom that has a classroom door that leads to the outside, and outside that is a small hill. Well, when it rains, the hill gets muddy and puts a mud puddle right in front of the door. The students have to walk through the mud puddle. When the rain is really heavy, the rain actually goes under the door and mud gets into the classroom. The teacher went to the janitor, didn't get any help, went to the principal, no help, even went to the school board and got red tape. So she said, class, we're going to solve this problem on our own. She went to Thinkfinity, typed in erosion, and found a lesson plan that uses cookie sheets, where you fill the first cookie sheet with sand, the next one with mud, the next one with rocks, etc. And she let the kids water the cookie sheets to see how different kinds of material reacts to erosion. You could then tilt the cookie sheets and see how a hillside changes the problem. She then took her children outside the door and said, here we have a problem. Apply what you've learned, solve it. Now, these are first-grade children. The first-grade children came up with a plan to solve the erosion. They needed a ditch that needed to divert the water. She said, fine, here are shovels. Now, we had parents and high school volunteers and adults in the background, but the bulk of the work was done by the 25 first-grade students who got on their hands and knees and dug a ditch, and they were happy about it. And they showed their muddy hands to the camera, and they said, look how much fun we're having. They laid landscape fabric, they laid down rocks, they had that problem. She said, good, but we have more problem. What else do we need? And the students said, we need plants, we need vegetation. Well, the teacher had called the county and said, do you have any plants that you can give us? We have no budget, can you give it to us? And the county actually donated $500 worth of plant seedlings and said, we'll give you the plants, but we don't have anybody to plant it. She said, that's okay. So a mom or a dad with a pickup truck picked up the plants, brought it back. The first graders planted their plants and then reported on what is wisteria, what is hyacinth, what is etc. Now this teacher has no more mud in the classroom. The students actually solved their own problem, and they have the benefit of their own little wildlife area now where they can study butterflies and birds and those kinds of things. So she used Thinkfinity, she had a real-world problem, and the students solved it themselves.